Yes, indeed. We've got Mr. Chima Nnaji here today, a legal practitioner and a public affairs analyst, a good governance advocate.
Absolutely.
No, I shouldn't forget that.
Yeah, that's the core. Yes.
Well, speaking about good governance, do these emoluments make for good governance?
What a question. It is part of good governance that both the operators of the system and those at the receiving end of the services rendered by the operators should all be happy. In the sense that the operators are entitled to be taken care of, either by way of salary, some other means of remuneration, while the outcome of their services should bring a dramatic, sustainable, and visible improvement in the welfare of the people. Because that's the bottom line. And then, of course, they belong to the people. So the fact that you are a governor does not separate you from the people. You may be psychologically distanced from them, but the day they want to come after you, they can reach you if the need arises. So you are there. The fact remains, therefore, that I think there is a terrible disconnect between the people who think they are governing and those that they claim to be governing. There is a measure of insecurity which those people who found themselves at the corridors of power, having come out from the general pedestrian side of the people, so to speak, and seen the ravaging impact of poverty at that level, they don't want to come back there. The outcome is that they continuously plunder those people in order to ingratiate themselves and elevate themselves. And it becomes a vicious cycle.
This issue is clearly about who gets what.
That is what politics is about, generally.
You have the House of Reps with its own recurrent expenditure, and then you have the governors with the security votes, where a lot of money is being deployed. Are you satisfied that perhaps these deployments of these funds are in order and are serving the purposes they are meant to serve?
If they were serving the purposes they were meant to serve, there would be no hue and cry. If your car is in good mechanical and electronic order, there will be no noise when the car is in motion. It will be seamless. The only thing you will hear the noise if you wound down is the breeze, lump of breeze, But because there's mechanical, electrical fault, the car is not going anywhere. It bumps, it jerks, it makes all sorts of noise. The same thing if your health is not in the best superlative form and you want to take a strong walk, you have some pain, either in the waist or in the stomach, or in fact you can collapse. All these are indicative of the fact that something is wrong with the system you insist on working. And that is what Nigeria is like. There are the wrong mechanics tending to the vehicle, the national vehicle. And so the vehicle cannot go anywhere. And we keep spending money and nothing is coming out of it.
Dogara responded to that. He said that the monies that's been allocated for recurrent expenditure, they have to take care of 5,000 staff, for instance. They have been deployed to other smaller units under the under the House of Representatives, and you have to carry out oversight functions and all of that. These monies go into that to run the House of Representatives and by extension even the National Assembly. Is he wrong in his assumptions that these monies, or perhaps the monies are too much and they should be cut down? Is that what you're saying?
Gimbo, no money is too much, no money is too small. Management makes the difference. When you talk about management, the way we knew when we were growing up as younger managers, integrity is the bedrock of good management. And what is management? You use resources available to achieve the objectives that have been defined or that are desirable for the improvement of the organization. Either you're talking about an organization or you're talking about a polity. Now, every human being that is married knows that no money called income will ever be enough in the family. Even the so-called multi-billionaires, the profligacy of their children can waste that money in a matter of 3 weeks. And that is why Solomon in the Ecclesiastes says that all these people running around, when their children, when they die with all the accumulation, 3 weeks or 2 weeks, the whole thing will go away. And the poverty will descend on that same family you have been working very hard. Which is why it is important to train the children and not leave the treasure. But the point we are making here is that management imbued with integrity and knowledge, because you can't give what you don't have. If you mean well for me, that does not give me lunch. You mean well for me and know how to get the lunch, you use that goodwill and love and deliver it to me. When I'm filled up, that's when you get a thank you that has a good semblance of gratitude. Nigerians are not thanking those who are governing them. If they have the opportunity, they will chastise them real good. And they know too, those people I'm not saying 100%, but majority of the people at the corridors of power know little or nothing about governance. They have seen this thing as meal ticket, the same manner some people see certificate as meal ticket. Only now to come out and see that they are facing the real world. Companies will want you to deliver. It is the content, not the context.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take a quick moment, because one wonders if the salaries, the slips that they do release is the reason why you have electoral violence, while everybody fights to become either a member of the National Assembly or a governor just to go get that amount of money. Well, we'll respond and ask some more questions on that in just a moment. Join us again.